Age of Wonders Planetfall Star Kings is coming soon, and let's talk about the Grail Configurations and the Apostates. The Grail Configuration is connected to the search for the Holy Grail with the Oathbound. What are Grail Configurations? They are pre-Union artifacts found in some planets, seem to prevent entropy by binding and changing the surrounding reality to serve a specific function. It's said that Core knew about these and even used them in secret in order to maintain the Star Union. It's here that you come in to uncover the vaults where Core hid the configurations and gain their power. And what is that power? Let's see. First we have the quest that unlocks the power. When the Grail is first detected on the planet, not early to mid-game, all players will get the same 4-stage chain quest. Starts with the construction of a special scanner to pinpoint similar energy frequencies as the Grail. This functions like a dwelling construction quest where multiple colonies contribute to overall construction. Echoes of an ancient era. Empire building. The Ava system located the presence of a Grail configuration on this planet. An ancient artifact used by Core to stabilize and control the galaxy. They grant powerful boons to those who employ them. The energy of the Grail permeates the planet, so we must build a Grail frequency scanner to pinpoint energy sources that might lead us to it. What you do there is you try to find ciphers that unlock them. And there's also a new option to look for the ciphers if you enter exploration sites, as you can see here. So scan for ciphers and enter that needs 1 turn. Grants 5 influence to the colony, build units, build whatever, but you can scan for ciphers first. And then, if you've found the ciphers, it's time for a bit of research to decode the ciphers. In this last stage, you can go to the anomalous site and seize your prize, but it won't be easy, as there's a powerful new wildlife faction that's been tracking your movements and will try to obtain the power within the site for themselves, the Grail Configuration Survey site. So all commanders will get a notification when another one completes one of these quests, so it becomes a race to find the Grail. What you can do though is you can control the landmark where the Grail is located even before you research there, so you can guaranteed get the Grail configuration under your control if you're able to hold that thing. And we have the configuration doctrines from the Grails. What do you gain from these? A very powerful doctrine that will help you on the strategic and tactical level. What it specifically does depends on the configuration. There are configurations of law, improving production, army upkeep and maintenance. While a configuration of unity will improve influence gain, max out popular support and give 10 happiness to all colonies. And another one here is the configuration of life. A doctrine operation, as you can see, the priming cost you can see here. Cities you control generate 100% more food. Units you control regain 8 health per turn during combat. That's incredibly powerful, especially if you have tanky units. That's really, really great. That will cover the basis of the Grail quests, and there's a new wildlife faction. It's basically the evil twin of the Oathbound, a group of breakaway seers, the Apostates, who realized that they could be more powerful by tapping into the abundant chaos of the universe. The Apostates are Oathbound who reject their oath of protection instead to seek power and unite under this corrupt goal. Paladins are branded blackguards, and the seers who survive the embrace of the chaos are forever transformed here. It's probably their view when they are out for power, right? So the Apostates gain a unique modifier. They are chaotic. Makes their main attacks deal extra damage of random damage channel in addition to their base entropy damage. The Chaos Blade. High impact stagger units, reducing action points, cancelling defense modes. Range of 1, so it's close, and of course using the blade, 90% to hit and 8 entropy, bypassing all shields, dealing an extra 5 damage of a random channel, only affects ground targets. So for example the Chaos Blade, the Blackguard relinquished of their oaths now employ their battlesuits in ways that were deemed deplorable by the Oathbound. Low blows and exploitation of weaknesses are represented by the opportunistic passive here. The unit deals an additional 20% damage and has an 8 chance to apply Immobilize for 1 turn when flanking. Controlling the battlefield with their power. We have here one of their tier 2 units, the Apostate's Blackguard Adversary. That has the already mentioned Chaos Blade, and that is also opportunistic. It also has psionic resistance, stagger resistance, status effect resistance, arc weakness, innovation as a secondary weapon. It's cruel and stuff. So let's see about the story. It was the first on the battlefield. This apostate fought with deadly cruelty. You can learn a lot about the story from these tiny things. This enemy knew just where to strike our forces, exploiting our weakness each time we exposed our flanks. Its blade was forged from chaos itself, screaming as it struck with random effect, as though the blade itself refused to be a single weapon. Nothing else on the battlefield took as much joy from killing as did this adversary. An army composed of apostates would be a thing of nightmares, proving that the enemy of my enemy is something far worse from the lovers of anarchy. And these are the apostates. They are low-tier paladins who dishonored their oath of protecting the weak and seek glory for themselves. Blades are made from seers who sought the chaos but failed to harness its power. If they cannot reach with their blades, they use their ranged innovation beams, which weaken their opponents by reducing their resistances to a random damage channel. And here we have the Chaos Witch, one of the transformed seers. They have a Chaos Bolt, Channel Chaos, Chaos Outbreak. They have Chaos Protection. They're floating of status effect resistance. That's the tier 3 unit. And what do they do? Yeah, they look damaged, but also still powerful, held together by an uncanny force. King Lurien didn't trust his oracle. She told the king to make peace, but he built an army, so he sought a seer, but again was told to make peace. Desperate, he sought an apostate chaos witch, Hagatha. She promised Lurien that, with her help, he would reign over every soul in the surrounding lands. Lurien agreed. The apostate rained chaos upon the land indiscriminately. The kingdom and its neighbors were decimated. It is said that Hagatha has a jar with Lurien's eyes, all that endures of King Lurien and his ambition. From the fables of blood and chaos. That's what they want to bring, and as an Oathbound you want to bring order. They can channel chaos. That makes the enemies of the apostates weak to a random damage channel. As you can see here, it has quite a range of 7. Target unit and 2 other random units gain chaos vulnerability for 3 turns, decreasing entropic resistance and another random resistance by 3. This unit gains channeled, making Chaos Bolt hit 2 other random units for 2 turns. Cooldown is 2 turns. And the Chaos Outbreak, another powerful ability, not only deals damage in a large area with a displacement effect, it can also inflict Reality Break, which applies a random debuff even to units immune to it. So, for example, burning to a mineral unit. After all, logic needs not apply to those who follow chaos. Yeah, who needs logic, right? This is not the time for logic, it's the time of the internet, someone said. Chaos Outbreak, 2 to 7 range. Enemy units in a 2 hex radius take damage and are displayed to a random hex within 2 hexes. Reality Break, 8 strength chance to apply 1 random negative effect to any unit, ignoring any type incompatibility the unit might have. Chaotic deals an extra 6 damage of random channel. Ignores the line of sight penalties, cooldown 2 turns. And following to that, we have the tier 4 Apostate's Blackguard Tyrant with a Chaos Axe that can instill anarchy. It has psionic resistance, stagger resistance, immune, status effect resistance of 6 and arc weakness though. And it's also cruelty. Let's see about this fearsome foe. Sir Jacob was a virtuous man, a champion among the Oathbound. The people loved him, but the seeress Michelle saw the seed of pride lodge deep within him. He was denied a continuance to don an exemplar's power armor. Jacob let his pride fester. He embraced chaos, the dark side. Rather than suppressing chaos, he took her as his weapon. He stole the exemplar's mantle and sundered the seeress's tower when she escaped his treachery. His legend warns Oathbound children to heed the seers, for if you don't, the apostate tyrant may come for you. from the path of legends. The most powerful of the apostates, often a champion who craved for the seat of Exemplar but never managed to achieve it. Resentful, they steal an Exemplar's battlesuit and join their apostate brothers and sisters, gaining the powers of chaos. Exemplar's weapons and blades reforged with the husks of chaos witches. The rings on their back can generate a maddening wave, driving those close to the tyrant insane. That's instill anarchy. The anarchy and discord then fuel their chaos-forged armor, regenerating it. So if you instill anarchy in someone, who is that? What does that then? So it has a 0 range, so it's basically some aura thing. All enemies within 3 hexes are overwhelmed with discord. This unit's plates regenerate from the chaos. So the unit who makes this, healing for 12, health for each unit that becomes insane. Insanity 12 strength chance to apply. Insanity to non-mindless units for 2 turns. If resisted, apply chaos vulnerability instead. I think we had that over here. No. You just get more vulnerable to chaos with that. So the Tyrant's Assault. That's the other thing. It's a blitz attack without the necessity of changing to an interior defensive mode. Jump to target hex, 4 range. This unit then gains 20% increased critical chance, resolute and tireless, making the unit not stagger out of Overwatch, as well as having infinite melee Overwatch strikes for 1 turn. Wow, a cooldown of 2 turns. So it can jump around into the back lines and cause havoc there. We can see one of the landmarks. The apostate golden landmark Dark Tower. Enough apostates gather on the system, they build grand temples to the chaos. These are known as the Dark Towers. And look very beautiful, and this spider-like thing seems to be guarding it. And there's some kind of cross there. Maybe a weird Christian cult of apostates? Probably. Here they rule from above, subjugating others in order to sustain themselves while they journey on their quest for the Grails. Look at them. The confrontation is imminent. Oathbound versus apostates. And if you too thirst for chaotic power, then exploring, clearing and controlling the gold landmarks will give you chaotic power and more, well, and research, of course. And for example, a Blackguard Tyrant, as you can see here. So that's a lot of it. And I'm looking forward to the 10th of November when Star Kings DLC comes out. Thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. This is Immanuel Can signing out. See you soon and happy gaming.